Hello everyone, welcome to my video tutorial about this wonderful study written by Chopin. My name is Niemczuk and I'm a classical concert pianist who made videos analysis of all Chopin's music for piano and also about all the etudes. So I kind of learned all of them, played many of them on concert, and today I just want to share with you my own ways of practicing this piece, which can be original and maybe can be very useful for you as well. This etude is very different from all the previous ones because of course we have technical problems here, but we also have a lot of musical problems, which if you watched my analysis of this, you surely know what I'm talking about. If you haven't watched it yet, you are cordially invited to do it, because you will of course get to know my perspective and my point of view in this piece of music, which is emotionally for me one of the most difficult actually to play it well, to make it as a piece of art, a genius piece of music, which certainly this etude is. But now let's focus on how to approach this. Of course, as usually, definitely we have to solve all the problems of each hand separately. This is a must, absolutely a must, even if you consider this relatively easy to read, because right hand has a simple melody and left hand a kind of accompaniment. It doesn't matter because our brain has to control each hand separately, and even if you want to shape a beautiful melody in the right hand, you shall do it in the right hand only first before you start doing it with the left hand together with the left hand. But let's focus on the left hand first, because this is a true problem in this etude, of course. And the first very important thing in this etude is that we have to use our wrist, because you know, this is written for a very big hand, but apparently Chopin didn't have a big hand and he played it himself. So there must be some way for smaller hands to play it without an effort and a problem. Of course, it has something to do with the wrist movement, the circulated wrist movement. This is the way that we can make our hand bigger. Look, if I put, for example, the third finger on, let's say, on C sharp, and then this will be the center of my hand, and I will not remove this finger from this, but I will only be using my wrist. Look how big my hand will be. If I do like this, I can touch D sharp here, and I still hold the third finger on C sharp. And then when I go like this, I can play also D sharp here. What does it mean? It means that my hand can reach 2 octaves. And this is the secret for playing this etude and many other wide accompaniments of Chopin. 2 octaves, my friends. Of course I cannot reach 2 octaves with my hand. You can try with your hand how much you can do it, but definitely if you see how I'm doing this, you will know what I mean. And now this is always the case in this left hand. The middle finger is always the center of the hand. The rest, what we do. So the first exercise, the so-called preparatory exercise for this etude, which I recommend to everybody, is like this. We don't really play this. We play like this. We play the middle note, we hold it, and then we do right? So of course, if you cannot reach C and D sharp with fingers 3 and 1, you can always use the 4 as well, but you should try to do it. If you absolutely cannot do it, then you have to play staccato this, right? This is another exercise that I recommend, to play this staccato using the wrist, like this. And for smaller hands especially, I recommend to learn this staccato faster. So and something like that. This is the first preparatory exercise. The second is that we play those notes that are higher together as much as we can. If we cannot play them together, of course some of them we cannot because it's too wide, then we do the very, very fast arpeggio. So listen, like this. This is easy. But then this, for my hand, it's already not easy. So for smaller hands, you need to do almost together, right? So the wider, like let's say later we have a lot of wider, for example, bars number starting from 49 and now here. Here. It's impossible to play, right? But this we will, so then you will, I recommend to do the very fast arpeggio, and that's how I recommend to play it. But we will come to this point because I want to go through this etude with you to show you the special kind of the certain passages. So this is the first thing. Now, of course, it's allegro molto agitato, which means this etude should be played rather fast because it's molto agitato, so it's agitated, right? It's not a very relaxing piece of music. But rather as if we are losing our breath. The beginning, right? These two slurs are very important, and hardly any pianists actually do it. Talking about the right hand now, the first note is louder, the second must be less. Right? That's how Chopin wrote it. And then we have it's written non-legato, which means we can lift our hand, and definitely we should do a kind of rubato here, because these are regular 8 notes, which doesn't work here as it is agitato. So it's like the wind is blowing. The right hand, I recommend to practice right hand alone to make it beautiful. As if we are singing. Left hand later has to adjust. And the same. And later the part, the warmer part, is like a song. As beautiful as you can. And now we have octaves. Octaves, but again, the first note louder, the second softer. It should not be one line, like for example here. Because Chopin, if he wanted one line, he would use one big slur. He is using 3 smaller, so I have to tune the piano. I can do it now, but no, I'll do it after. Anyway, so this is ta-da, 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 ta-da-da, right? Very, very important. That's about the right hand. Now coming back to the left hand, because of course we didn't finish yet, is definitely practicing one group and then relax the hand, put it down, because the hand, when the hand is always stretched, you can feel pain here. So look, and relax, and go down with your hand, and the next. Well, this is difficult, right? So stop, stop. This is a good exercise. Stop, 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 stop. But what I recommend definitely is focusing on every hand separately for a month or a long time. Really, be patient, because when you can play freely, and you see I'm using very much my wrist. That's a crucial thing. And opening the hand very much. Also, this kind of exercise, when you stretch this part of your thumb every day, you have to do this. Hold this for 20 seconds. And this finger too, not too much, right? But just stretching this is a very helpful thing for this etude. But playing one group in a very fast tempo and then relaxing the whole hand is something that definitely will help you. If you can't do immediately fast tempo, of course it's not easy, then you should do at least 2 notes in the fast tempo like this. So too fast, too fast, too fast. And so on. That's for this part. Now let's talk about this part when we have a little different music, which starts from bar number 25, I think. Yeah, this is still the same. Sorry, from bar 27. Okay, so here it's a little bit the same thing, but and stop and prepare the next finger, then and the next finger, and the next finger, and the next finger. This is very important. Or just one group at a time. Stop, prepare, stop, prepare, stop, prepare, stop, prepare. That's very important. Now this part with the echo, the conversation of loud and soft. This you have to be very free and use your soul to because this is like a scream. This is a problem, is that here we cannot play it evenly. It can be just like it's written. This etude, generally speaking, cannot be played like it's written, because it doesn't sound well. Then it's not a good music. So we have to express, and we have to find music between the notes. This is the most difficult thing in this etude. So when you have this, slow down, and slow down again, slow down. You have to be very free to adjust. First learn the right hand. How you would like to do is, and then adjust the left hand to the right hand, rather than adjusting the right hand to the left hand, because this will never work. And do we still have something new here? Yes, we have at the very end this leggerissimo piano pianissimo possibile. This is sometimes very difficult for some hands. Here also we have to use the wrist, a lot the wrist, and practice this staccato. But there is another way to play it. If you have these programs and you want to still play it beautiful and fast, I recommend to play it like this. And then these two notes, so the left hand note D flat and the right hand note B flat, you play together with the right hand only, and the next two notes F and C you play with the left, and then you play. It can be easier. Then left hand plays right hand, and then play, and then the same here. Sorry. Like this, right? And if you do it everything on pedal, then it should definitely work. So that's my advices for this beautiful etude. And if you have any questions, just write me on my email or on the commentary, and I will try to answer you when I have time. Thanks, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.